The replays is always awful.
That was so unfortunate.
So, I can honestly say this is the first race this season that I am not tired of this track now. I am not burnt out on this track. This track is fantastic.
What was the gaps like at the front?
The gap?
I was second, and Ironic was like 30 seconds in front of me.
Dude.
And Nagro was pretty much the whole way behind me.
Oh, the entire race, like from 2nd to 6th, it was just super, super close. Everybody was dueling the entire way. It was nuts.
Yeah, it was. But sadly, is it Nagrom? I think it is.
Yeah.
Spun on this last corner, trying to go around the outside of me. So.
Yeah, I know it was a risky move, but I wanted to try something.
Well, thank you, because you gave more buffer between me and Lusty, so now I think I might have taken 3rd in the championship because of that. It's close, that's for sure. It was. I mean, you guys were dueling the entire race. You know, you just get sucked into the battle and eventually end up making a crucial mistake. You know, good stuff though. Oh, that was.
I did the exact same thing in the first lap that I did in both races last night, where coming into turn 4, or really what should be turn 3, I realised I was going to hit someone and steered off the track, but handily, because I practiced doing it yesterday, I only lost 1 position this time instead of like 10, because I already knew how to take that line. But, yeah, I got kind of, I lost too much time at the start. I could see the fun battle for like kind of second on the radar sometimes and driving round. I was kind of jealous, but I just couldn't get close and couldn't catch up.
You still there, Timo?
Hey guys.
I will lose my position if she reports it. It was totally my bad. Fuck it.
Still there, Timo? What lap was it that you had the moment on?
I tried
It was like
to
halfway
avoid
through.
Lusty.
I'll try and keep an eye on you.
They all went wide and turn in the third.
Oh,
3 laps
back
to go,
this?
third last.
That's pretty
And
well
I tried to
packed
avoid Lusty and turned to the right, and he was already right at my bumper, not directly next to me, but he was there. And
So-
in lap 1.
First of all, this Audi,
And I slammed him
TM
into
Touring.
the wall like this.
he was bold, man.
Yeah, I think I caught the end of that one happening, but
I got a really good start.
I didn't see enough of it to know. I know that actually.
I think he just didn't
Lusty
see.
took paint at one point.
I was
as
able to
well, but I
see,
didn't get any
Ironic,
damage. I don't
so-
think he did either. It was,
Hold on.
I think he was thinking about trying to go up the inside at the carousel, but there's not a line round that part of
Just
that
to like
corner.
kind of be able to talk. So
I
so basically on the start, what I usually do, it's kind of cheating to be honest, but I usually watch the name on Ironic, and I wait till he makes his sudden jump. I wasn't totally sure when he went. I think it's here. I didn't think he actually went yet, so I kind of hesitated, but then I gunned it, and for sure you can tell that the guy beside me, who is this Dawu, he just couldn't tell that we were going yet. So I had a really good run on him, but then this Audi. Whoa. Just happened to positions. Hold on.
Yeah, sorry, I wasn't listening.
Did something happen? I mean.
I just wanted
So this Audi just, like I braked early, gentle. This Audi was all up in my shit. He had so much grip, dude. Holy crap.
I braked too late.
Wow. And then right here, he just sends it.
My own
2 for 1. I was like, whoa. I actually almost hit the grass trying to stay out of his way.
Dude, you guys.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Oh my god, look how close I was to the grass.
It was almost half an hour of fighting.
I did not realize that at the
I
time.
was just constantly looking by me.
Yikes.
I think you're gonna enjoy the stream. Actually, we had
Okay,
so
so
many issues
for a while he was ahead of me, but oh, actually no, you know what? I think I passed him here. I think he went deep here.
like 3 times.
Yeah, he definitely went deep there.
And
God, he almost rear-ended the guy in front.
Let me split. I had to search through because he got into the
So,
few guys. So
I don't think
what's
I actually
happening
have
now
seen
then?
that guy before. I don't think I've actually seen that, what was his name? T1 Touring? I think he's new, TM Touring. I think he's new to Pro. Maybe he moved up from a split area as reserve or something, so he was probably trying to get into the vibe of how it is that you usually go at the start. He did a good job taking advantage of people going easy, though. Just these M6s and the heavy fuel loads, man, like, they were brutal at the start of the race. A lot of sliding around, especially here, it's like turbulent city. Oh yeah, this is right. Okay, so this is where both of them go wide. Was it the first lap where I had this incident? And Martin said to give it back. I think it was the first lap. They just gunned it. They thought they were going to be able to make it full throttle. No fucking way, Jose. So right here. Now, maybe it's from my perspective, but I thought he kind of like was sitting in the middle of the road. I was like, okay, he needs to pick a line and hold it so I can go for an attack. And right here, he kind of comes out on me where it's from his perspective, you can see why he did that. It's just the way that the road is. It's not straight. He was kind of keeping inside. He didn't really do anything wrong here. I think he's actually on a controller too, so he doesn't have the same precision. And then right here, I'm like, okay, where do I go? I actually had to lift. You see my front end dip right there. Lift. And because of that, I probably would have been past him already in the braking zone otherwise, if I didn't have that lift. But I didn't know where he was going. He kind of looked like he was going right, but he wasn't. So I was going to go inside, then he changed his mind, or outside, then he changed his mind. And then right here. I mean, no, I 100% don't think I'm to blame for that, man. I did go really deep. God damn, my car was rolling like a crazy thing. No, man, I don't think I'm to blame for that. He could have easily backed out of that. 100%. Where am I? I guess I did kind of put him wide, but if his front wheel was alongside my back wheel right here, then yeah, okay, sure. But he was like, look, there's a gap. He could have just slightly lifted and he would have been fine. Like, he wasn't alongside at that point. In my opinion. I don't know, maybe I'm off, but anyway, he ended up disconnecting later, unfortunately, anyway, so. And then he asked me on the straight, like in the middle of the straight, he's like, oh yeah, you have to hand that position back. And by this point, I had already pulled quite a gap on him. I definitely have more pace. God, you can visually see how much my body's rolling. Like those soft dampers, man, holy crap. I think the other cars in the replay actually don't, like, their weight doesn't shift though. I think it's kind of fixed, so it's not totally a realistic perspective. Yeah, like right here, he told me I had to hand the position back. I was like, yeah. No thanks. Alright, so what else happened here? I don't actually know what else happened here. Timo was about halfway through, I think he had his issue. I mean, Martin got disconnected after 10 or so laps. Let's see what happened to Lusty, because I think he had some moments. I remember seeing him in my mirror have a bunch of moments. Whew. Yeah, Gixer, yeah. It was pretty on and off. It was weird. You had to really manage the tires. Somewhere there in the middle stint, like when it started getting dark and I thought the tires were going to come in because I thought the track was cooler, suddenly the car started getting really weird. Like the tires weren't hot, yet the rear kept snapping out on me, even though I adjusted the differential to get rid of that. Oh yeah, that's right, I handed him back the position. 2 laps later, he finally caught me. I'm like, okay, I'm not going to lose much time here. I went deep. I might as well give it to him. I was like, man, I'm not going to fight him here, because I felt bad about kind of pushing him out earlier. I'm like, you know what, I'll be polite about this. Yeah, I totally missed it. It's like, okay, screw this, I'm not going to fight him. Yeah, I think that was a decent gesture, at least. I don't know if the stewards would see that as acceptable since I waited so long, but anyway. So now Lusty's right on my ass. Something ends up happening to him where he just falls off. This is where he went down to 11th, right? Like you said. Yeah, right there. He goes wide. We had served on. It goes wide again. Loses a place. Oh yeah, that's right. This is when Bo started kicking my ass. Whole bunch of people. I was dueling with so many different people over the course of the race. Half of them literally just disappeared. Whoa. Holy shit, what happened here? What the hell happened here? Wow, he braked super deep. Not just that, he couldn't slow it down even afterwards. Oh my god, yeah, that's how he fell back to 11th for sure, yeah. Then Timo passes him. Oh my god, he's 13th. Wow. And then he recovered all the way back right behind me. Nuts. He had a shitty quality, not enough fuel. I put like 6 laps of fuel. I think I had like 23 liters or something. It worked out pretty well for me. I was thinking about doing 7, but I think 6 was the perfect amount. Because I think it was after 3 or 4 hot laps, the tires just weren't there anymore. It was just way too hot with the ducts that I was running. I think it was after 3 hot laps. The first hot lap, second hot lap were definitely the two best for sure. Third one was like, eugh. Feel very good. What am I doing? Fast forward. Wide. Lusty was having a lot of issues in the kink, man. I mean, I did a lot of practice for this race, honestly, so probably put me at a bit of an advantage. See how Timo actually got into a bit of a fight here. Shooter, Timo, Howie, and Awu. And there was just that big gap up front to the top, second to 8th, or sorry, second to, what is it? Second to 7th were all like super tight. What ended up happening to Bo? I can't remember now. I mean, we'll see in a minute, I guess. I'm just gonna keep an eye on here, see if anybody drops like crazy. Because Bo was on fire, and then something happened. Whoa. What happened there? Wow, Howie. Holy shit, man. Oh yeah, look at this. His rear snaps on him. You got a bit of turbulence, rear snaps on him, goes to overcorrect. Oh, damn. Yeah, that will be damage for sure. I think Howie was the one that was speaking in Discord saying he was driving the entire race with suspension damage. That would definitely do it, yeah. Damn, man. Couldn't even like recover after that. It just hit square on the right rear. Probably like 30-40 damage. Scott and John. Bumping tires. I think I remember seeing that actually. Look at this. God, man. There was a lot of battling throughout this race. Like, that was action-packed, man. Was anybody watching the commentator race? Like, how was that? If there was a commentator, whatever, stream, race, you know what I mean. Timo had some good fights. Oh, God, what the hell was that? So many moments. Wow, look at this. What happened here? It's like he thought he was clear. Oh, okay. Lusty started drifting a bit. I think it was a lag touch. No, he legit hit him on my end. Yeah, wow. Well, like, I don't know who's to blame there. God, how did he save that? That was Shooter, man. Let me see. That's iffy. I just don't think they realized that they were like side by side yet. That's really iffy. I mean, Lusty kind of drifted, but it's when you come over that peak, you just lose grip and you automatically drift out. Whereas Shooter started turning in at that peak. I don't think either of them are to blame. That's amazing that Shooter saved that though. That's a huge moment. So just watching all the positions up here, still stable. We're like 20 minutes in now. Well, what happened? Somebody retired or something? Everybody gained a position. Oh, that's so. Okay, this is what happened. What happened to Timo? God damn. So it just sent you straight, eh? You just tabbed out. Yeah, right there. Tabbed you out. Wow. Fucking rip, dude. Jesus. That just sucks, man. Could you not pit and repair? Oh, he's already gone. I want to know if he like was the car completely dead. I mean, clearly that was gigantic damage. God damn. That sucks. So he just never got tabbed back in, I guess. Yeah, well. Something happened. That's shit. I'm telling you, man, we're always trading positions here. It's really weird. It's like whenever I do well, he does badly. Whenever he does badly, whenever I do badly, he does well. So we still got the same order up front. Scott, John, Nag, me, Martin. Martin, I think, disconnects somewhere around here. Just lost connection, I don't know. Bo wasn't really that fast for the starting part, but after Martin disconnected, suddenly Bo was just flying, dude. He was on me hard. I think this whole middle sector, from like about the 20-25 minute mark to like the 30 or 40 minute mark, that's when the M6s really started to suffer. At least I did. Gixxer even said it himself. The car started feeling really weird. It was very bipolar. Like, look at, suddenly Bo's just flying here. What the hell? Suddenly he's right on us out of nowhere. Oh man, I'm glad I opened the window. I'm still like, I'm sweating, man. What the hell happened? It's like he started having issues. He had a penalty to serve, maybe. That was super weird. Realistically, probably should have gave that position. I mean, they kind of did anyway, but I think he disconnects right around now. Because I remember seeing that Bo was in front, and then suddenly Martin like disconnected like the next lap or something. So where's Lusty? He's up into 9th at this point. Just people crashing in front of him, people having issues in front of him. He was like 13th, he moved up to 11th, then he 9th when Timo crashed and somebody else crashed, I guess. I wanted to see fully what happened to him, but whatever, it's no big deal. As you can see, the gap up front, like 12, 14, 15, well, it's moving around, but basically me and Bo are close, the rest of them are still super close. Like it just kept going for almost the entire race. These guys were dueling for most of it, though. At this point, it kind of opened up a bit. Wow. That is some open track. Alright. Yeah, our lobby split as well, Gixxer, but not much. Only a few people dropped out. What's up, Maka? Will there ever be a boy born that can swim faster? What the hell? People always ask like random questions when that comes up. Andrus, the Ferrari's not quite... Everybody thought that the Ferrari was not quite as strong anymore. I'm not in the top split. A lot of people in the elite split, like the very top skilled split, are still using the Ferrari because they can really make use of it. But it seems like the M6 is sort of the next... I don't know, a lot of people thought it was the next most powerful car. Whereas it's probably not. But we thought it was. A lot of us thought it was. So the majority of people grabbed the M6. I liked the car a lot. I was already going to pick it anyway. Didn't really matter. I just thought, okay, it's pretty competitive. It's a good car. Quasi, Timo's wheel, or sorry, Timo got tabbed out by some fucking Windows update, I think. That's what happened to him. So I just had to surf a penalty. I'm like, okay, screw it, I'll give it to him. At this point, Lusty somehow made up 2 more positions. What the hell happened? He was just 9th, like, earlier this lap. I guess Lusty just had a lot of people make mistakes in front of him, dude. Also, what happened to that Audi that I was talking about, too? Where did he go? Did he disconnect? Not even in the list anymore. Huh. Maybe I'll rewind and see that later. It's weird. Like, what? How did he... Okay, what? Oh, that's when Martin disconnected. Oh, so here, this is when the lobby split then. So Martin just disconnected on his own, though, for some reason. Like, that's a lobby split glitch right there. But how did he get 9th? Or 8th, rather. Shooter had a moment? I don't know, whatever. I want to get through this. This is going to take forever if I keep rewinding. Look at this. I think there was one other moment that I wanted to see later on. Can't remember what it was. Well, I wanted to see what happened to the guys in front. What happened to Nag, what happened to, well, I already saw what happened to Martin now. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, what? Oh, yeah, that's right. Bo's on my ass this whole time. Wait, what? Yeah, yeah. So this is where I served the penalty. Okay, right, okay. We're back where we were. P21? No, it's AEI. Oh, I see him, 19. Yeah, dude, I don't know, maybe he was running softs or something. With how fast he was at the start, I would have thought he was running softs. Like, god damn, he was super quick. Super quick for one sector, and then he missed his braking point. But you know, you get my point. Yeah, Bo was just quick, man. He was just pulling off on me. This is the whole sector, like I said, from like the 20-25 minute mark to like the 40-minute mark. The M6 just sucked. I don't know why. I was having a lot of problems. It looks like Scott was as well. Scott started falling back. These guys were just going at it. Look at this. Oh yeah, he almost put him in the pit wall here. Like, I mean, that was Bo's. Bo was crazy to go for that, but yeah, I don't know. John kind of. You gotta pick your line earlier than that, man. Was he like? I think he was alongside, right? Like he should be right about there. Yeah. Ooh. That's a bit iffy. I remember seeing that and being like, holy shit, he's gonna die. Okay, so the positions pretty much don't change after this. Like, I eventually pass Bo at some point, somehow. And then Nag spins in the last lap. So, like, the last 30 minutes, everything pretty much settled down. Well, I say settled down, but I just mean, like, people stayed in the same area of positions. People were still dueling like crazy, though. Like, Nag's right on Scott. Bo's right on John. I eventually caught them. I should probably unmute Discord. I probably missed what everybody was saying. Everybody's already gone. Okay. Smashed into the wall on the first lap? Jeez, man. Wait, who are you, Darko? Which driver are you? Wait, what? What happened? Had a penalty. I think he missed the second last corner, right? Yep, this is what I was saying. I saw a few people do this earlier, too. Like, just there. That is a penalty. It doesn't look like anything. That's a penalty. And that's why I was always so careful on that corner, especially because if you ride on the curb like that, it is a death trap, man. It almost killed me. You guys saw it almost killed me at one point in the race. It whips your right end, your rear end out to the right, and you have to catch it and like just quickly line up for the last corner. So yeah, he had a lift. Oh, you were non-shaker, okay. I passed you at one point. I saw your car was beaten up to hell. And now it starts getting dark to the point where lights are actually doing something. So this is around the point where the tires, I think, started coming back in a bit. Yeah, right around the 40-minute mark. Started getting dark to the point where the track was actually cooling down a lot. So the tires were actually working. So I don't think there's anything else to see. I think Bo ended up falling back, though, didn't he? Lusty passed him at some point. It's weird that, so Bo was just fast in that time that we were all slow, and then suddenly Bo was slow and we were all fast. Very weird. Different setup stuff, I guess, different cars. Anyway, I'm going to do some pub lobbies in a little bit after this. Oh, I meant to do a shout out for following and stuff. If you guys enjoyed that, then yeah, I mean, we're going to be doing races every Wednesday. This is the 5th round. It's a 10-round championship, so we're going to be doing races every Wednesday at 8, just like we did today, at 8 p.m. GMT. And yeah, if you want to watch some more, just, I guess, follow, subscribe, whatever the hell, you know, sellout message you want to use. So Shooter really was on his own. He wasn't kidding. Oh, got on his own. Lusty was on his own. I was still right on these guys, though. Look at this duel up front, man. This is just crazy. The entire race. Yeah, what's up, Focus? Go. It went really, really well. Really well. Super well. I was worried about this race. I wasn't sure if I was actually going to be a strong driver here, but it seems like I was.
This is a geological oddity.
Hey, Monaise, thank you, man. Monaise? Thank you, man. Appreciate it. What am I going to say? Yeah, no, I think this is one of those tracks that it's super technical and punishing, and things go really wrong when they go wrong, so... It's very easy to go deep in, like, turn 3 here, this braking section. Very easy to go deep and just lose, like, a ton of position, stuff like that. This whole third sector, if you go off on the grass, it's usually pretty deadly, like this corner. This corner. Oh, wow. That's right, I had a look at him here. So anyway, I guess I had a lot of practice on this track, so I guess I was actually pretty consistent, unlike a lot of people. Yeah, this whole last time of the race, this last 10-15 minutes, John was just not, I don't know, he just wasn't getting the lines down. God, this was tight. Yeah, I pretty much did the exact same thing to Martin earlier in the race. I think I pushed Martin more than he pushed me there, but I think Martin should have backed off. I don't think I was in the wrong there. The fact is, he got disconnected anyway, and he fell back as well, so I don't think he's going to debate that. I don't think they're just going to debate that, yeah, that I should give back the position. Holy shit, Focus. Wait, what? Where are you, Focus? What split are you in? Thanks to Kuza. Appreciate it. Oh, that's you. That's you right there, Non-Shaker. I remember, like I said, I remember when I passed you, your car was beaten up to hell. Yeah, right here. Oh, yeah. That's right. You kind of, I think you kind of freaked out John in the braking section. I think you braked differently than he did. And he ended up just going wide. I don't know why exactly. Oh, I see why. Because you got loose. You got loose, so he thought you were going to spin and be right in the racing line. So he's like, oh, I better set up wide to try and get away from you. I almost pit maneuvered him because of it. That was interesting. I mean, I don't think that was really anybody's fault. That was just, yeah. I wasn't about to overtake him, though. I know how shitty it is to get blocked by lap traffic. I wasn't about to overtake him for that. I don't like doing that. Unless he, like, completely spun, then I would have. But, anyway, I just want to see what happened to Nog at the end of the race here. So, another few minutes of fast forwarding. Oh. Yeah, the carousel, man, like when you're in traffic in the carousel, man, you have no grip. Zero grip. And I was struggling with that through the whole race. Every single lap, I think I was saying to the chat, like, turbulence every single time. I would catch him every single lap. I was setting a faster first sector. Watch, the gap closed in the first sector on this guy. Every single lap. Which is funny, because the first sector is actually where I was the slowest in qualifying. I could have gained some positions in quality if it wasn't for that. I close up on him here. And he pulls off every single time. Right through here, I just turbulent air. I could not keep up. There, I had to lift more. He would just slip away. And because they were so fast in the straights and the beamers were so slow in the straights, you couldn't catch them unless you were right on their bumper. And it was just not possible to get on the bumper. This was my only chance, really. This sector right here. But there's a huge straight even before the first two turns, so it's like, how do I get near him if he's faster in the straights? It was a struggle. Basically nothing changed after this except, like I said, Nagan, what's his name? Nagaram. He ended up having a spin with Scott. It should be any lap now. I think this is the lap. This is the second last lap. I started really pushing here. Yeah, like, look how close I started getting to him. He just disappears again. Yeah, it's next lap, okay. This is the last lap now. God, I was so close. I remember feeling like right through this corner right here, I'm like, man, I could have him. Like, 100%. I am so close I could have him. I don't know what went wrong here. Just a bit wide, yeah, just a bit wide on the entrance. just understeered out, and by that point, like, look, again, this is where you see this difference in the straight. Like, I should have some decent slipstream at this distance. I'm close enough, right? But he just pulls off every time. Every single time. The gap was just staying neutral. I couldn't gain on him. God, I was so close to him. There's nowhere to overtake except this corner. And then I remember I made a mistake in the kink. God, I was on him. Right here, I make a mistake in the kink. I went out wide, and I was like, yeah, it's done. I had to serve the penalty. I didn't want to die. If you ride that curb the wrong way, man, it kills you, so... I was just like, no, it's done. But this is where Nog somehow... Apparently he went around the outside, and he somehow owned his race, basically. He only lost 2 places, but still. Oh my god, yeah, that is... You just got on the power too soon. Way too soon. He was trying to compensate to keep on the track, I think, and like... If he was on this curb right here, okay? If he was on this curb when he stood on throttle, okay, he'd be fine. I think maybe he thought he was still on pavement. Because, like, look, his wheel barely dipped out. It was really close. But he must have got on throttle right when he was on the grass here. That was just enough to spin him out. It's laggy, but you get the idea. And that's how I got up to 4th. That was like a godsend. I was like, oh man, I've been working so hard to get John, and I saw this guy. I'm like, oh my god, that's fantastic. And that put the buffer between me and Lusty. So again, I might have actually just taken 3rd in the championship. I'm not totally sure. I meant to talk to Shooter after the race. I kind of had myself muted in Discord because I was analyzing this. I didn't mean to talk to Shooter though. Anyway, there you go. See if I can see what happened to you. You and this Audi, I'm kind of curious about still. Oh yeah, I know, fantastic result, Alex. What's up, Rainy Cans? How's it going, guys? That's an interesting name you got there. I always forget I have to fast forward through the whole formation map. Alright, so where are you, None? So this is the Audi that I want to see. What's his name? This guy. Got that audio. Unshake, there you go. There was a lot of moments that happened in this first lap. Like, I'm telling you, this corner, just really bad when you got this many people in front of you. Just as soon as you tap that grass, you're screwed. So you're saying you hit this curb? Calling it the death curb. I almost never hit that, but I came close a few times. You guys hear that? That was interesting. Well, who was I looking for? Okay, so the Audi, this guy. I'm gonna look at yours in a second too. Oh, the next. Oh, okay, you got it in the kink. Yeah, that is definitely a death curve. Yeah, the kink that is a death curve without a doubt. You get it wrong there, it's wow. It spits you out. God, that audio. What's that noise? Is it the gear shift or something? What the hell happened to this guy? He just fell off. I really wonder if he was on softs. Oh my god, that's what happened. Holy shit. Whoa. Who was this? Dawu. Oh, Dawu was apologizing to somebody. Maybe that's who he was apologizing to. Oh no. Oh, Dawu. Oh man. That's brutal. I mean, that was clearly not on purpose. I think he just got a bit loose on the curb. The car just kind of came out on him a bit. He didn't realize somebody was on his right. Oh, man. Did it actually get loose on him, though? He might have actually just been trying to get a move on Lusty, and he didn't see this car behind him. It was right in his blind spot, so... Let me see, does he counter steer? No, he doesn't counter steer at all, so that was just... 100% not realizing what's going on around him. Wow. It is really tough to see when somebody's right in that spot, though. I don't know, man. He just got stuffed though. Wow, that definitely ruined his race. Very unfortunate. Like I said, I think this guy's brand new to the split too. I don't think he's actually driven in pro before. And usually pros like a lot of clean driving, like not many incidents like this. So that's unfortunate. This is like his intro to pro. Wow. All right. Well, there you go. That's now I see what happened there. What happened to you? Oh yeah, you got screwed on the first lap, eh? Yeah. That curve is a death trap. You were right behind Timo too, eh? Well, oops, wrong. Yeah, you get in the turbulence. Oh wow, that was interesting. What the hell? Okay, that's not how I thought it happened. Usually it's like you're just on the racing line, and if you just tap this outside wheels, it'll like pull your wheel one way or the other, and it's very hard to fight. But you actually like full out, you were off the track, tried to come back, and it just wasn't having any of it. Oh god. I think you were trying to stay out of the way, eh? It sucks. Yeah, this corner, this track in that second sector, man, there's a lot of deadly traps. Anyway, I think that's pretty much all I wanted to see. Very easy. Shooter said it yesterday, man. This track, it's like it's a technical track. It's hard to actually keep it on the track a lot of the time and to go fast, but if you want to go fast, you got to be on the absolute limit, and when you go over the limit on this track, it tends to just be a big incident. It's almost never a small incident. It's dangerous. It's a hell of a lot of fun though. This is definitely the first track on the calendar where I'm not burnt out. After doing this race, doing all the practice for it, I'm still not burnt out on this track. It's just such a great track. I really enjoy it. Yeah, I know. Well done, Darko. Like the fact that you didn't like take more out with you there. Usually what happens to me when I'm on the racing line and I hit that curb, it usually pulls me out to the right. Like my left will just step out. I'll go to like, it'll pull me this way. My wheel will suddenly start going like this. And I'll try and go to correct it. And when I do that, as soon as I get off the curb, all the force stops pushing me to the right. So I have to go like this. And then it just ends up being a fishtail just straight into the right wall usually. Usually I don't hit the left wall. But yeah, that corner is brutal. It's flat out when you don't have any traffic. When you do have traffic, it's a gigantic lift. You have to lift completely. Struggle to even stay on the racing line there.